Okay, so in this section of the course, I'm going to talk about understanding the boot process. So when the computer first turns on, it will usually do a power on self-test post. And that's just to make sure that everything that's needed for the computer to boot properly is okay, there's no errors. So then, depending on the system, you're either going to go to the master boot record or GPT to boot the system. Now, from there, it's going to find the bootloader, which is either going to be Lilo, Grub Legacy, or Grub 2. Now, Grub Legacy is just Grub 1, but it's called Grub Legacy these days. And these bootloaders will usually have a menu that you can choose from if there's multiple operating systems, or it will just time out and boot the default kernel, which is usually the newest kernel. So then the kernel and init RAM FS will kick in, and the init RAM FS is just the default drivers that's required to basically get the system up and running. Okay, so from there it's either going to go to init, which is the classical boot system, which on Linux is init v, or system V is what a lot of people call it, so init v sys. Upstart was created by Ubuntu, and it basically tries to load things a little bit faster. So init is script based, so it loads one process, then the next, then the next, and the next, and it kind of just goes sequentially by reading script files, where Upstart tried to make it a little bit faster by doing event driven. And same with systemd. Systemd is completely event driven, and it's the new system that's more or less becoming the default across the board with most distributions. So the init, upstart, or systemd starts loading services depending on the run level or the target that is selected. And then after that's done, you are presented with the login prompt, which will either be like a command line prompt or a graphical prompt depending on the run level or the target that is selected. So that is the boot process from power on to login, and I will end this video here.